What's up everybody? Today we're going to do a full walkthrough of the level Temperance in RAFT. So when you first pull up, you want to get as close to this big glacier as you possibly can, just in case you have to run back and forth to your base. Before you head out, definitely bring some food, water, and you'll want to bring with you a bow and arrow and maybe like a machete or two, because there are going to be a few enemies we'll have to fight on this level. So if you park your raft here, you want to head up into this opening. And we're going to start looking for a snowmobile because there's a bunch of snowmobiles on this island and it's going to make it a lot easier to travel around. So as you approach, you'll see a little village on the right hand side. We're going to head over there in a minute. But first we're going to grab this snowmobile and we're going to run around and collect electrical cables. So as you go around this island, you'll see a bunch of these towers that are lit up red on the top. What you'll want to do is go over and grab the electrical cables from each one. Each tower will have 2 cables, and as you grab the cables, the lights will turn off, so you'll know which ones you've gotten and which ones you haven't gotten yet. And once we have 12 cables, we're going to head back to this village and complete a puzzle. So keep that in mind. If you want to see how many cables you have, just press T, and you see I have 2 right now, so we'll need 10 more. Let's grab the snowmobile, and we're going to head over to the observatory. And as we're traveling around, we'll pick up the cables we need along the way. And some of them will be guarded by these polar bears, which is why I brought the bow and arrow. And as you see them start to wind up and attack, just try to get out of their way. Yeah, if you get too far away, he might lunge at you like that. But just keep going around in circles. Maybe like 6 or 7 hits will take care of them. And I'm going to get my arrows back. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so we have another tower here. And I see off in the distance the observatory. So let's head over. Oh. And just charge up, if you're using the bow like I am, just charge it up as you're kind of circling. They don't really... These guys aren't really that much trouble, to be honest with you. Maybe another hit. There we go. Okay, so here's the observatory where we're going to do our first little puzzle. And there's actually a note right here. Our first note on the fence, so don't forget that. And as you walk towards it, you're going to fall into the ice. That's completely normal, don't worry. There's not really much going on in this room, so we're going to jump and start swimming in here. And there'll be some fish too. So you can hit them, take care of them if you want to. Alright. And then we're going to make a left. Go down through this tunnel. There'll be another fish. You can fight him or just keep going if you want to. The vending machine token right there. There'll be a bunch of those scattered about the level. But here, we're going to go up in the observatory. And we'll have a note right here on the table. Don't forget that. And then another one right here. Okay. Whole bunch of lootable stuff. We're going to head up the staircase and finish collecting the notes. So 1 right on the table. Okay. Bunch of loot right here. We'll have a note here. One here. And one here. Okay, so it's kind of what we're looking at right now. And these 4 blue notes, these are the ones we need to complete the first puzzle of this level. So if we go over to this screen, you'll notice you can use these arrows to kind of navigate about. And each of these constellations is going to have a certain amount of stars in it. And that's going to be important. So we'll need to figure out the code to this safe. So if you just wanted a little hint as to how to solve it yourself, you'll want to type in a 4-digit code on that safe. Each amount of stars in the constellations will correspond to the number. So for example, this first one here, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of hard to line that one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the first number of the combination. And you can solve it from there. But the quick answer is 5964. So we're going to type that in. All right. And that'll give us the Selene key, a couple tokens, and then the first out of 3 blueprints, the advanced stationary anchor. All right. So that's all we have to do in the observatory. So we're going to keep moving on. And let's see how we're doing. So I have 6 out of the 12 cables I need. We only need 11 cables to complete the puzzle, but you get 2 from each of these. So we'll grab 12, and I think I have all 12 I need. Yes, I do. All right, so now we're going to head back to the village. And we're going to do the second puzzle. I'm not going to bother with this guy. All right, so here we are. This is the generator where we're going to start the puzzle. And don't forget there is a note right here, so pick that up. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go and connect each of these buildings together, starting from the generator. So we're going to press E to start dragging the cable, and we're going to go up to the next little conduit right here. Connect it, and then we'll go along to the first building. And as you power each building, it'll open the door to them. And as you go, you can kind of loot as you go along the way. There we go. Be a whole bunch of items in here. There will be a note in one of these, but I will point that out in a second. Grab that. Connect up this one. Okay. And there's a lot of vending machine tokens. There's one right there, but try to get them all if I can. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay. Two vending machine tokens. Okay, and once you connect the one on the little bridge, you want to go over to the one on the mountain up here. Connect that. Then we'll go from there down to this one. Okay. And in this room, so in this building right here, you're going to have a note on the left. Bunch of tokens. Bunch of healing items, so grab everything you can. Okay. We'll grab our cable and we'll connect it up on top. And then we'll go from this one down to here. Token right there. Token on the bed. And then we'll grab our cable and go right to the last connection. And that should pretty much do it. So in here this is going to be the main items we need in here. Got some vending machines if you want to spend your tokens on something. Okay, so not too much on the bottom floor, so let's head up. And we got some tokens on the pool table. And the main items we need are right here. So we have the blowtorch, that's the most important one. And there's also the advanced biofuel refiners. That's the second out of the 3 blueprints we're going to get. A token. Token. So now that we have the Selene key and the blowtorch, we can head over to the research facility that we saw earlier that had all the green smoke coming up out of it. I think I just caught a glimpse of it out in the distance over here. Alright, so let's grab our snowmobile and head over. Okay, so let's use the blowtorch. Then we use the key. So we'll have a note right here, right next to the lever. So might as well pick that up. And in here, you'll see a few different doors. First thing we'll want to do is pick up this hazmat suit and head into Laboratory 2. That's the green door. The one that's lit up green. And the hazmat suits, they have a limited time. They'll tick down. And this is going to be a little bit of a puzzle in here. So there'll be 3 different computers. PM, CL, and then RB. So you want to match up the numbers. So for example, PM is 61. And once you type that in, it's going to start a countdown. So if I do 61, it's going to start a countdown for us. And we'll have to quickly run to the next computer to type in the next corresponding code. So CL is 17. And then RB is going to be 37. And once we do all those, it'll open up the door for us. All right. There's going to be a rod right here, so pick that up. Okay. And then we can refill our hazmat suit right here. Pick up a new one. And we'll want to open this door and head down the ladder. And this is where you're going to want to have your machete out. Because when you head down here, there's going to be a valve we'll have to turn. And once you start turning it, you're going to get attacked by these guys. Okay, so... I mean, you can... It might just be easier just to let them hit you, or you can fight them off. It's up to you. They don't really do much damage, but... Did I not do that? No, they interrupted my attack. Alright, so let's actually kill them. They're super annoying. Oh, my machete ran out. Alright, so I'm gonna let my health come back. Okay, so now I'm at max. And all these guys are dead, so now I'll be free to open up this valve without getting hit by these bugs. Perfect. Moving right along. And we're gonna have a rod here. Okay. And this is going to be kind of a hint at our next puzzle we're going to do. So you want to come over, pull this lever. It's going to turn on these lasers. And you're going to want to navigate the laser so that it basically points at that door over there. So we're going to crouch down so the laser doesn't hurt us. And we're going to rotate this. If you look over at the door, rotate it so that the laser is pointed at that the door keypad. And once that's destroyed, it'll let us in. And this is one of the, in this room here is going to be one of the kind of most difficult puzzles in the game. It's a little bit quirky, but I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. So we're going to pull the lever again. It's going to turn on all the lasers, and you'll have to be pretty precise when you rotate these. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So we have a laser going here. That one's good. And we want to rotate this so it hits this one at a very particular angle. So it's going to take a little bit of adjusting, but you want to kind of get it to the side of this one. Okay. And then just on the edge of this so that it shines past this machinery here. So just like that. And it'll have to be pretty exact, like I said, because we'll want it, it's got to shine off this one on the far wall and then hit this. And once it's on this one, we'll rotate it, the one over there. And you can jump over the lasers. And once it's connected to this panel, I'm going to rotate this one to this panel. There we go. Simple as that. And I am... Okay, my suit's out, but I think I'm safe. And over here we have our control rod with a note. Alright, so now we're back in the room we started off in, so we can put all the rods in. Okay. And once all three of those are in, we can pull the lever. Very scary. And that should open up this room over here for us. Right? I think, yeah, reactor key. Alright. So we can use the reactor key here. And I'm gonna get my, let's drink some water. Let's eat some food. Oh, just a random token right there, okay. This looks good. And we're gonna get our suit back on. And this will be the final room. So, similar to what we did before, we're gonna kill these really annoying bugs and turn these valves. Okay, that's one down. These guys really aren't that bad. 2 hits with machete. Should take care of them. Another valve here. Yeah, they're so annoying. Okay, let's finish this. Boom. Then we got one more. There we go. All right, so that's going to open up this big door. And this is going to lead us into the final room. We have a vending machine token. And here we are. All right, so in here we have the final blueprint, the electric smelter blueprint. And we have a note. And that's going to show us the location of the final area in the game, Utopia. Bunch of tokens. Yeah, we have a character in here too. Alright, so that's all we really have to do in Temperance. As always, everybody, if you find this guide helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Peace.